Hey everyone, Sam and Chris from Wyvern Kodiak here. Before we get started, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos and content that we have on our channels. Thanks a lot. Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak. I have with me the Tenable Eaglestrike. This is a design by James Lowe out of Australia. And if that name sounds familiar, I recently did a review on the Best Tech Thai pan. He happens to be the same designer as that, so if that name sounded familiar, that's where you got it from. So anyhow, let's take a look at this thing and see what you all think. So to start off with, we've got bronze aluminum scales here with a diamond texture pattern, crossbar lock. We've got a black wash titanium backspacer, black wash titanium milled pocket clip, thumb studs, and just a couple screws and a pivot. So not a whole lot to it, pretty much your standard crossbar lock. Opening this thing up, wow, I don't know how I screwed that one up. There we go. Let's try that one again. So for the open here, we've got a drop point, spear point like blade here, black washed. It is in Nitro-V. Got some milling on the blade here, which is a nice touch. I guess that's, I'm not sure if that's claw marks or if that's supposed to be like to release when you're cutting through something like they have on like chef's knives or something. But it's a nice touch. I think it's just different, which is cool. And then it has this little upsweep here with a little bit of jimping on here. Feels like it's pretty nice jimping, so we'll get into that in a minute here. So not a whole lot to it though. Again, simple. Simple is good. So ergos in hand, 4-finger grip. I have double XL hands. You can see that I have plenty of room on this handle here. Squeezing pretty tight here. I feel the pocket clip, but it is not hurting me. So I can't tell you what it would feel like after 30 minutes of cutting through cardboard or something, but in the current situation here of just doing this, it is not uncomfortable. Quite neutral grip for me here. No issue. It does have a little bit of a flat spot here, so you can get up and choke up, put your thumb out on the blade here, and you can get through some power cuts and things like that if you wanted to do that. No problems. And again, comfortable right here. So the action on this knife is going to be on bearings, and it's crossbar lock, so pretty much you expect this to drop, and it does. Reverse flick is good, thumb flick is good, and opening with the crossbar is good as well. The other thing that this does have is, because Kansept's crossbar lock actually has an adjustable detent system on it, has a couple of holes to move your omega spring into. So I don't know what setting this is on. I think this one feels like it's pretty tight setting, so I'm guessing this might be on the mid or high on this one, because it does feel pretty stiff compared to a really loose spongy crossbar lock that you get a lot of times. So I don't know. I didn't open the knife up. I'm not going to open the knife up. We'll just wing it and go from there. But just so you know, if you have a preference on how you want your crossbar lock, you can dial these in pretty well by just opening these up and moving the tail end of the omega spring over a hole up or down, and that will either loosen or tighten your detent. So yeah. So anyhow, let's get into the pocket clip here. So there we go. The pocket clip on these, Tenable and Kansept do a pretty good job at their pocket clips here. So let's take a look here. It's got a little bit of a ramp, but it looks like it's kind of weird because it swings on an angle. So I don't know how this one's going to work. It's kind of off on a diagonal here. It's got less ramp on this side, right? You can see that. You've got less ramp on this side than you do on this side. So let's take a look here. For those of you new to the channel, I am going to take this knife and put it in the pocket here. I'm going to see how well it goes into the pocket, how good the retention is, how easy it is to get out of the pocket, and any long-term damage or fraying it does to the edges or seams of the pocket. And these are medium thickness jeans for reference. So we're going to go ahead and get this ready here. We're right on the edge. We're going to push. A little bit of pressure, not a whole lot, not terrible. Slipped over the top of that seam, and we're in. Now, Tenable advertises this as a deep pocket clip or a deep carry clip. I'm sorry, that is not the case here. That sticks up almost a ½ inch out of that pocket. That is not deep carry to me. For reference here, deep carry, that's deep carry, folks. Okay, that's not deep carry. So, yeah. Anyhow, pocket clip came in well. Retention is good. Coming out is just about the same as going in, so just light pressure, nothing terrible. Acceptable pocket clip, and I would not worry about that from any perspective whatsoever. So I did say before, this is Nitro-V steel on the blade. At least I think I did. If I didn't, I do apologize on this. And I'm going to give you some specs. So you've got a 8.36 inch overall knife. You have a 3.73 inch blade. It weighs 3.99 ounces. And we'll do some size comparisons here real quick. We're going to put this up next to the Demko 80 20.5. And we'll put this up next to a Demko Shark Cub. And you can see that the Eaglestrike is bigger than both by a wide margin. And for smiles and grins, we'll put it up next to a Benchmade Bug Out, and we'll put it up next to a Kaiser Drop Bear. And you can see again that it's not even close, that the Eaglestrike is much larger than both of those as well. So that is pretty much it for this knife. Let's talk about the things I don't like on this knife. So really, the big thing that I don't like on this is just the lock. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the knife. It's a good knife. If you're into crossbar locks, heck, this is a solid knife. And you're going to get it from Tenable, which means you're going to get a really good quality build, because Tenable is the budget model of Kansept knives. So you're going to get that kind of quality. You can get it at a really great price. You're going to get good fit and finish. There's no issues with that. It's just, I don't like a crossbar lock. This could come from anybody, and I don't like a crossbar lock. And that's personal preference. There's absolutely, again, nothing wrong with this knife at all. That's just something that I don't particularly care for. Other than that, the knife is great. You know, it has a great edge on it. They always do a great job with their sharpening, at least in my experiences. The action on it is solid. The fit and finish on it is solid. It's a good looking knife. It's just not my bag, if you will, because it's a crossbar lock. I just prefer frame locks and liner locks, and you know, not crossbar locks. So that is my personal feelings, and that doesn't make it not right for somebody else. If you're into crossbar locks, you know, this might be a great option for you, because it's a good knife. It is really a good knife. So love to know what you all think. Do you have one of these, or are you into crossbar locks and stuff like that? Like, what's your thoughts on that? I feel like they're everywhere. They're just overplayed right now, and I don't find them to be very exciting. And to be honest with you, I like the detent on frame lock, and not on these. So that's just my feeling. So drop me a comment, let me know what you think. Would love to hear from you all. And then if you haven't, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. We are coming up on 750 subs, and we are going to be planning a giveaway pretty soon. So if you want in on that, you're gonna have to be a member of the channel. So go ahead and sub on the channel if you haven't already, and then do me a favor and check out our Instagram at Wyvern Kodiak. We got lots of good stuff on there as well. And then join us Wednesday nights live in the Dragon's Lair. That is a YouTube live show. We go on at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We always have great guests on. We talk knives, we talk knife design, we talk EDC, and we just have a lot of fun. So we'd love to have you and be part of our community. And then the last thing is check out our website, wyvernkodiak.com. That's where any of our knives are going to be dropping. So if you want to be in the know, sign up for the newsletter there. And then, you know, we've got some merchandise on there too as well. So if you want a shirt or a hank or something like that, we do have shirts and hanks available on the site. So go ahead and get on there and check them out. We appreciate everybody's time. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and you all have a great day.